Alrighty, everyone. Welcome to my channel, The Real Estate Real. I'm your host, Tyler. Today we will be talking about Prop 19, how it affects you, um, where it came from, and will it stay around? So, what is Prop 19? Prop 19 is the home protection for 55 and up people, seniors, severely disabled, or families and victims of the wildfire. What it will do is it will make a pretty much a cap on your property tax. If you lived in a spot for a certain amount of time and you're paying a property tax at that spot, something happened so that you no longer want to stay at this residence, then when you move to a different area, if the property tax is higher, it will remain the same. If that makes any sense to you, um, try to slow it down a bit. Basically, if you move to another spot and your tax is 1,200, you're probably going to end up paying 1,200, if not a little bit more. So great for people who have been affected by wildfires, natural disasters. Great for seniors, but is it great for everybody? Um, I guess we'll have to see in the long run, like a lot of other props that have been passed. But what this did affect was Prop 13. And what Prop 13 did was Prop 13 made a cap on how much the inflation of a house could go up in a year. It couldn't go more than 2% in a year. With that being said, I think that the property tax um, has been probably skyrocketing in some areas. It will affect those people who have already owned homes in the San Francisco area and stuff like that. If they're looking to make a move to areas where they already had a built in from Prop 13, if they already had a pre tax built in from Prop 13, pretty much, they'll notice a big increase in their taxes, most likely, their property taxes. So, what was Prop 13, by the way? Prop 13 was, like I said, it changed the limits of the taxes, but what it also did was it brought in the parent child exclusion. And what the parent and child exclusion did was it allowed parents to basically gift their child a house or leave it in the will, of course, and the property value would not have to be reassessed um, if it was under $1 million. So, with that being said, um, with that exclusion going out, a lot of people who want to gift children or have the idea of gifting children their property later on will be affected by the taxes as well. Um, yeah, so that's how it affects you. The Prop 19, um, it's probably going to raise your taxes in the long run for property tax, but you know, I know that the government wouldn't allow anything to where um, properties were outlandish and we couldn't afford them at all. It caused a big homeless crisis. So in the end, I do think Prop 19 will be better because people were using Prop 13 for stuff like to put assets. They were renting them out for Airbnbs if their parents already owned the property. Um, I'm not going to speak my opinion on it because there's no time for that. But all right, Prop 19. Will it stick around? Um, they'll probably come up with a different prop soon enough to change everything. I think that a lot of people at their age right now should be taking advantage if they're 55 and older and looking into moving because it's great for people like trying to move down, people who are trying to move out of Sacramento and go down to a different area that's more expensive, like San Diego, LA type of area, where we know that the property tax has been super expensive. You can't afford to live on that, especially if you're getting Social Security income and stuff like that. So older people will be able to move closer to their families, and obviously that's a good thing. But the ones affected by it mostly are going to be, the ones that already had a pre-property tax, like I said, and want to move later on. Um, yeah. So that's about it on Prop 19. I hope I could sum up a bit of it for you. I know it's a little wonky how California does a lot of the props and stuff like that, but I try to spend as much time as I could researching this subject for people. So I hope it was informative. I do have to inform you that if you do want to do any uh, thing yourself with real estate, I would look into getting a realtor, obviously, or a lawyer to make sure that you're not uh, defeating, going over any marks or anything like that. So, yeah, thanks for tuning into my channel today. Try to keep it short for you guys. I hope you're having a wonderful Thursday. We're almost to the weekend, so hang on and yeah, have a beautiful weekend. See you guys soon. Have a blast. Out.